Guys, good news for Mohammed Kudus. There is a big club in Italy that have sent scouts to London to monitor Mohammed Kudus. We are going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Everton. They have made a bid for a Ghanaian defender. I'm here to tell you who the defender is and why Everton are interested in him. Sulley Muntari has advised a Ghanaian player who is currently on injury and have told him that, see, if you come back from injury, do not leave your club. Stay there, play very well, and better your CV. We are going to talk about who this player is and why Sulley Muntari is advising him this way. Today is May 9th. I'm going to show you a video from 2001 and why May 9th is very important in Ghana's football history. But before we jump into it, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it and let's begin with Mohammed Kudus, the star boy. Last season in the EPL, Kudus scored 8 goals and gave 6 assists. At the end of the season, we're all like, wow, Kudus is very good. So a lot of people have expectations for Kudus for this particular season, because if we're able to score 8 goals with this West Ham team, then you can score more goals with this same West Ham team, but then a different coach. So a lot of people were expecting more for Kudus. I believe Kudus himself would have told himself that, see, this season I'm going to shatter everybody in the EPL. Only for us to see the season come to almost its end and Kudus has 4 goals and 2 assists. I know it's a disappointing statistics as compared to what he did last season. But regardless of that, a lot of clubs are interested in Kudus. Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United, even clubs from Saudi Arabia, have shown interest in Mohammed Kudus. We're all thinking that is all. Only for us to hear from reports that AC Milan have sent scouts from Italy to London to monitor Mohammed Kudus. Now, these are the things they were sent to monitor. His performance, number 1. Number 2, his medical records. And number 3, his training regiment. These are the 3 things they are monitoring. And afterwards, they are going to make an inquiry to West Ham to see conditions necessary to sign in Mohammed Kudus. Now, let's talk about money terms when it comes to signing Mohammed Kudus. Kudus has a release clause of 85 million euros that only applies to European clubs, but also has a release clause of 120 million euros that applies to Saudi Arabian clubs, i.e. Al-Nassr. But then West Ham, according to reports, would accept an amount within the region of 70 million euros and above. That is only if you negotiate very well. But I looked at this report and I told myself, imagine Mohammed Kudus and Rafael Leao in the same team. My goodness, do you know what this is going to do to the footballing world? 2 players who are very good on their feet. I know most of you would be saying, Kudus there, this season, he did not do anything. I'm waiting Kudus play this season. But you see, regardless of that, what the scouts are interested in is the potential. I believe Kudus, with a very good coach in a very good team, is going to flourish. And Kudus has options, even options outside England. And I'm happy for the player. Honestly, I'm really, really, really happy for Mohammed Kudus. But then, if we were to advise Mohammed Kudus, would you advise him to stay in England and play for another EPL team, or go outside England and try his luck at maybe in the Italian Serie A with maybe AC Milan, or maybe go to Al-Nassr, which you have already talked about, the money factor? So let me know that down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Everton. Everton are interested in signing a Ghanaian defender. The name of the defender is called Jerome, opoku, who plays for Istanbul Başakşehir in Turkey. Now, this player this season has been very pivotal for that club. And he has played in England before. This is not his first radio. Looking at the interest from Everton, he has played in England before. But then this player has collapsed to the Ghana national team. A very tall, lanky defender, and he's less suited. Now, a lot of people have been asking, why would David Moyes be interested in this player called Jerome Opoku? Now, the reason is very simple. If you take a look at Everton and take a look at their centre backs, most of them are aging. Look at James Tarkowski, 32 years of age. Michael Keane, 32 years of age. Seamus Coleman, 36 years of age. So you get why David Moyes wants a younger player. Now, Jerome Opoku is 25 years of age. He's very okay. And I believe this is the reason why the coach would go in for him. Now, David Moyes has not signed any player yet since being appointed as the coach of Everton. And now they have new owners. The new owners are called the Friedkin Group, and they want to pump money into Everton so that they can sign players for David Moyes. He has done the elementary thing for helping Everton survive in the English Premier League. But then the first player they are looking to sign is Jerome Opoku. And according to reports, they have sent 3.3 million euros to Istanbul Besiktas to sign the player. Talks are going on. Negotiations are going on. On the player side, there is no issue. But then talks are going on between these two clubs to see if they can finalize things before the season end. And the player is going to join Everton. If everything goes well, the player is going to join Everton for preseason. But then, guys, this is the latest update concerning Jerome Opoku and why Everton are interested in him and the bid Everton have placed on him to, Istanbul Besiktas. I'll be happy to see him. This is one of my favorite players, new players in the national team. So, guys, that is the update that has to do with Jerome Opoku and his move to Everton. Now, let's move away from Jerome Opoku and talk about Sulley Muntari, the legend himself, former player of AC Milan, former player of Inter Milan. So, in case Kudus needs advice as to whether he should go to AC Milan or not, he should contact Sulley Muntari. But then, speaking about advice, Sulley Muntari, speaking to African Foot, was asked about Ernest Nyama. Now, the thing about Ernest Nyama is that he's currently injured. He picked up an ACL injury playing for Lyon against Lille in the French League 1. And then this is what Sulley Muntari said about the player. First, he talked about the player's ability, saying that Ernest Nyama is a player of pure talent. He's very elusive with the ball at his feet, excellent in one-on-one situation and capable of creating danger at any point. He's a true defensive dynamite with a remarkable mentality. Despite his injury, he's generating interest because he'll come back even stronger. Now, as I said, he picked up an injury, but then still, clubs are interested in this player. Fulham, Everton, Crystal Palace, all these clubs have shown interest in Ernest Nyama. And let's not forget, they just ended transfer window. He almost signed for Fulham. Yes, he almost did, but then it just did not go well. But this season, before the injury, he was excellent, playing extremely well for Lyon. And I believe he was the missing factor because if he was around, Lyon would have beaten Manchester United. But then let's move on to the second thing he said regarding Ernest Nyama's future. Now, this is what Sulley Muntari said. He says that regarding his future, I think he still needs to develop at a Lyon before aiming higher. He's young, he's a regular, and he's playing in an environment that is conducive to his development. An additional season at Lyon could allow him to reach a new level before considering a move to a prestigious club. This is an advice from the legend himself, and I agree with him. I think this is a very great advice to Ernest Nyama. I believe that in the French league, he should play one more season, because the injury cut off the momentum he was having with Lyon. So he should play one more season if he comes back from injury and remind everyone how good he is. If he's able to do that, I'm sure more things will come for him. And not only teams from England, but teams across Europe. So guys, this is the advice from the maestro himself, Sulley Muntari. Now let's move away from that and talk about May night. Today is May night. When it's May night in Ghana, it's not something to be happy about. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. You can see the video playing on the screen. May 9th is because of something that happened in the history of Ghana. Now, on May 9th, 2001, at the Ohinijan Stadium in Accra, currently called the Accra Sports Stadium, there was a stampede. There was something that we don't condone. In football history, this is one of the deadliest disasters that has happened. Now, the disaster claimed the life of 126 people who went to the stadium just to go and watch football match between Accra House of Folk and Asante Kotoko. Now, when you come to Africa, it is the biggest stadium disaster to ever occur in Africa. When it comes to association football history, it is being ranked as the third deadliest disaster, ranking behind other disasters that have happened in football. And you could see every single time they are using May 9 to advise fans and also players not to, condone hooliganism when it comes to football. Yes, hooliganism is in football, but then let's look at what it cost Ghana. on May 9th, 2001. Our great-grandfathers, I mean, they all passed away due to this. And up to this, people are traumatized. Because of this, people do not go to stadium to watch football matches again. But the big question is that, has Ghana learned anything from this? The answer is no. We still continue doing the same thing that happened in 2001. Only that this time around, it's not on a larger scale. Just look at what happened to Poli. Just take a look at it. For example, what happened to Poli? Did we learn anything from what happened from May 9th, 2001? A big no. But I believe that we still need to educate the present and also the future supporters who are going to support the Ghana Premier League. We need to keep advising them, educating them on the importance to stop hooliganism. Football is about entertainment. It's about the love for the sport. It's not about going there to fight, to, be physical about it. But guys, this is what happened and why May 9th is very important in the history of Ghana football. But then, this is where I'm going to end it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Tell it, we go live.